right, welcome to Take Two. It's the Rock 95 Morning Crew podcast with Craig, Bryan, and MJ. MJ continues to be off. She's in Australia.
Down under.
Which, by the way, just on a side note before we get to today's topic here, her husband put up a picture of them, a family shot of them in Australia, and just said the line, well, we've done some adventuring here. We nearly missed a cyclone. And then said, but having a great time. Boy, could that use a little more details.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
cyclone sounds very serious.
Like, just don't throw out a quick line like that and then brush over it and said, but here we are in the water. You know, just hanging out, having a good time. So we'll have to find out more about that when MJ is back.
I know, they made it nice because the next photo, it just said, crikey.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we kept looking through the photos. It seems like every single photo said crikey.
It's certainly a tourist thing. It would be like us in Canada saying A on buildings everywhere.
Right. Put it on everywhere along this zoo. Gosh.
We're coming up close to St. Patrick's Day, which is on Monday. And looking forward to it. Always a good time.
I like St. Patrick's Day. I liked it more when I was younger, but it was always a big deal.
Yeah, always a big deal. Get out there and have some fun. We've decided, because you did a story a while ago about one of our favorite beers, Guinness.
And we're both relatively new to Guinness. That's why it's exciting. We don't know everything about Guinness.
No, I certainly don't, because I never heard this before, but there's something called splitting the G that we talked about. And what that is you got yourself a pint of Guinness, if you're not in the know, and then you have one shot to take a big sip and try to get, now the Guinness glass.
That's important. You have to have the Guinness glass.
That's important. And the Guinness is probably about 3/4 of the way from the bottom to the top of the glass, right? Mm-hmm. Your job is to get the Guinness right there in the middle so that you're splitting the G.
Yeah, with your first sip. So how much is it? Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, you can't take 2-3 sips to get to split the G.
No.
You've got to do it in one sip. So you've got a Guinness glass right there. This is courtesy of the Bull and Barrel Pub, which, of course, is a great spot for St. Patrick's Day.
They always celebrate.
Yeah, exactly. And you've got a nice can of beer that you brought in. We're going to drink at work.
We are going to drink at work, and it is work. That's how this is going. Now, it's a whole thing with Guinness to pour it, right?
Right.
So when you're pouring it out of a can, I have the little ball in there. I can feel it. But I need to flip the can over and then slowly bring it
Seriously,
up.
You're going to get a mess going here. You've never done that before.
No, I've done it.
Have you done that before? Because I drink Guinness at home, and that's not what I do. I do what I normally do for every other beer.
I'm going to blow
I don't
your
mind. You're going to blow my mind here.
He's learning.
Boom. I don't mind a little Guinness foam, if you will. It's not it's not the worst thing in the world.
It's just the way it's supposed to be poured.
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay, is this so that you get less quote-unquote head?
No, it's because
beer?
it like activates it. You know when you see a Guinness, a pint of Guinness, and it's everything moving in there? Don't make me get scientific, but do you know what I'm talking about? All the clouds and everything?
I'm not a mixologist. I just drink it, right? So, no, I don't know anything about this.
Okay, well,
right.
okay.
You're going to blow my mind. So we're going to pour Guinness the proper way. He's got the glass right over top of the can of beer, and there he goes. And look at that.
Now, I did read online that there was a thing about the different sizes of beer and what actually fits and what's proper.
Yeah.
Because there's like a tall boy and then there's a little bit of a smaller one. This is going to be just perfect, I think. And so that is exactly how you're supposed to do it. Now, you see what I'm talking about?
Okay, all right.
With all the clouds?
You did very well there. That is perfect.
That's how you're supposed to do it, and I just want you to see everything that's moving in there.
Okay.
This is work.
You did it with a Guinness glass, and I feel like that's the only way that could be poured properly, with a proper Guinness glass.
I think, based on the width of the glass, it's meant for that.
Because I don't have one at home. I have a pint glass, and it just I don't think it would work with that.
I know most people that have them at home, they've stolen from a bar.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have to take these. Because they're beautiful, and that is a perfect picture pint of Guinness. That looks delicious. I'm jealous that you're having it. Now, there's not much space there between the top of the beer that you just poured and the G.
No, there isn't.
So it's not a big sip.
No.
If you could overshoot your shot here.
I was expecting there to be more.
Yeah.
A little bit more room for me.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll let that foam, because there is a little bit of foam. How long will that take to die down?
No, not too long.
Okay, we'll just sit here and wait. and then you'll split the G, and we'll show how experienced you are at St. Patrick's Day, all right? There we go.
I've never done it before, Craig.
Well, you got a chance to impress me.
I already did. The pour was the impressive
The pour
part.
was pretty impressive. Splitting the G will send me over the top. It's coming up. All right, welcome back to Take Two, Rock 95 Morning Crew podcast. Just myself and Bryan here, and we're excited. Well, I'm not.
We're on the cusp of St. Patrick's Day.
I'm going to be watching you drinking beer. You got yourself a nice pint of Guinness.
Yeah, this is going to be delish.
Yeah. So what's going to happen is we're going to split the G. At least Bryan's going to attempt it.
I'm going to attempt it. I've never even tried it before, let alone done it. So usually when you get a pint of Guinness from a bar, here's another thing, and I only recently learned this as well. They always put a shamrock on it. On the top.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
I thought I went to one place that did it, and I was like, oh, how special. And then I brought it up to someone, and they're like, no, that's everywhere.
No, I feel like on St. Patrick's Day, if you split the G, they should put you on their shoulders and parade you around the bar. Does that happen?
Yeah, turn the music off, and we're going to do exactly.
For he's a jolly good fellow.
Yeah.
Around the bar.
Now, okay, if you're a Guinness purist, did I pour it perfectly? I don't know, because I thought there was going to be a little bit more beer above the G. There isn't.
Yeah.
So that changes things. And, I mean, this just feels like the most pressure I've ever had to drink a beer. Have you ever shotgunned a beer in your life?
When I was younger.
There's pressure on you for that,
sure
right?
There is. Because everybody's looking at you.
But mostly, people are doing it together as a group.
Yes.
This is just me and you staring at me. And
you only get one shot, because if you overshoot the shot, you're done. You only brought one can of beer. You can't even give it a take two.
No, that's right. It's one and done.
All right. So are you ready to go? Please enjoy responsibly when you're out there for St. Patrick's Day. Guinness is absolutely delicious. We are ready to split that G. Bryan, here we go. Live on camera here. We're filming this, by the way. Okay. Let's see what we got.
Okay, based on what you saw, what did you think?
Am I supposed to reveal what I can see now?
No.
Based on what I saw, I thought you did pretty good. You had a nice sip. Let's see if you split that G.
The reveal.
And the reveal is...
I'm about 2 millimeters off.
You're slightly...
so close. I'm so close from doing it.
Oh, man.
So that just goes to show you. It's doable.
And there's some pure Irishmen out there that are going, what a rookie move. The guy can't split the G.
Do you want to know? Now, I would say, about 2 gulps.
2 gulps.
Yeah,
will do it.
I took about 2 gulps. I actually kind of panicked right before I did it. I was like, how much again?
Why was this so nerve-wracking for you?
Because it's tough to gauge how much you're doing. Yeah, because, Craig, if I had done it on my first ever attempt, that would have been a story that I told people.
It certainly would have. You have a chance to make a second attempt because you didn't go over.
Do you want me to see if I can
see
do
if
it
you
now?
can do a second attempt? You got to take a you went way over, didn't you? No, I think you did it.
I went under. I drank a millimeter. Yeah, just a touch under. Boy, that's tough.
These glasses need to have some sort of marker on the perfect G split, I think. Gosh. Yeah, you're right under. And it's the G. You're not worried about the rest of it. You're not worried about the inus.
I'm not worried about the inus. We're all in on the G,
You're just splitting the G. All right. Well, maybe in due time I'll give it a try as we get towards St.
Does
Patrick's
it feel like a cool thing that you absolutely want to try?
I'm ready to go. Yeah. I want the rest of that.
Listen to Craig, Bryan, and MJ, the Rock 95 Morning Crew on Barrie's Rock Station, Rock 95.